what that Gucci smelled like, everyone. I'm Mr. Time Stealer. So, what's my prediction on see when that stops sliding? Okay, we're good. So, my prediction, I personally predict Jason will win. Wait a minute. I should change. So I'm going to be breaking them down. So, let's see. Alright, so we're going to start this off with the one who I think will win, and that's Jason. So it says here, Jason is a martial artist from the fictional town of Angel Grove, which is in California. At the beginning of the show, he and his closest friends, Zach Taylor, Billy Cranston, Trini Kwan, rest in peace to our actor, Thai Trang, and Kimberly Hart, are selected by Zordon and Alpha 5 as the 5 teenagers with attitude to become the first ever Power Rangers to defend Earth from the evil forces of Rita Repulsa. When Zordon confronts them, the only one who initially believes in him is Jason. And Jason becomes a Red Ranger and is given the Dino Sword Power Coin of the Tyrannosaurus that obtains the Tyrannosaurus Dino Sword and is made the team leader. He leads them into many battles against Rita's monsters, but he established a rivalry with Goldar. He was also the Gold Zeo Ranger, but that's not important to this. But when Tommy Oliver came in, he became Jason's new #1 competitive rival, matching him in a martial arts competition, which Merida manipulated him, causing him to become the evil Green Ranger. Jason was also captured by him and steals his morpher and imprisons him in Rita's dark dimension, which he would have to fight Goldar in order to retrieve. What the fuck? Just a second. Alright, so let's move on to Leonardo for a bit. Leo is one of the 4 main protagonists in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, He is Karai's younger adopted brother, older brother of Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo. He is the leader of the team. And as the leader of the Turtles, he aspires to be brave, decisive, perfect hero. He's an inexperienced teen with 3 smart aleck brothers. He's the most driven of the 4 of them and trains and studies relentlessly. He tends to be hard on himself. He's the favorite student of Splinter. Also, his enemies are Shredder, Krang, and villains. Here's something different. Leo's inexperience and often rowdy brothers sometimes get in the way of his goal. He has a lot of responsibility on his hands, which can sometimes overwhelm him. He does his best to lead the team, but sometimes second guesses himself, and his constant sibling rivalry with Raphael can cause problems for the team, and puts a strain on his relationship with Raph. He has enhanced strength and speed. He got stealth. He uses his katana blades, which is in a traditional Neat and Ryu style. His shell has the normal ability of a turtle. He has a healing factor, which seems to work in WoW later, or in WoW in Water, my mistake, where he woke up from after the villainous fight 3 months later, but the fight left him very injured. He's very intelligent, he's got a good line of defense, and is best at planning strategies. He's shown off his high stamina when he was able to handle and stay much alive with the long footbot challenge. But all of that work wore him out, giving Shredder the chance to finish him off. He's extremely skilled martial artist and swordsman, and powerful in ninjutsu. Well, listen to this. Since an actual turtle can pull 5 times its body weight, Leo and his brothers have been mutated and trained for 15 years as master martial artists by Master Splinter, so their strength has been amplified as a result. His speed, he is definitely not slow, as seen in the show. He can run fast enough to avoid laser fire from a Krang weapon. He can also move in things at enhanced speeds too, like twirling his katana blades. He's able to leap over rooftops and avoid attacks from enemies. What the hell? Including gunfire weapons. Forget that. Including gunfire weapons and punches and kicks. So it kind of sounds like here, Leonardo has an advantage. He's a master ninja and is very agile. Hey, Saquon. Okay, back to Jason. One of his most cunning moments is the gambit he plays against Goldar, who kidnaps the parents of Angel Grove students, then ransoms them for the Rangers' 5 power coins. Although the Green Ranger did very much damage to the command center, Jason and Billy and Trini were able to repair it. They were able to find Jason and retrieve him in seconds, just before Tommy kills him. He ultimately defeated Tommy in combat when he hurt his energized power sword, the Green Ranger disarming him and using his blade blaster to destroy the Sword of Darkness. And due to that, Tommy was able to convince Jason was able to convince Tommy to join the team. Well, before becoming a Power Ranger, Jason was already a talented martial artist who enjoyed teaching others as well. He grew up and lived in the city of Angel Grove. He hung out mostly at Ernie's Juice Bar and Gym. His most defining character trait is the desire to be a good leader. When anything goes wrong, Jason is the first of the team to attempt to correct it. He's also taught martial arts classes. He even managed to beat a weightlifting record set by Bulk, which really angered him. Which, by the way, was a really, really good episode. That proves how strong he is. He played football, volleyball, basketball, and mountain biking, broomball, and he's a scuba diver as well. Helping his team win the Noble Lion Trophy was a great pleasure, especially since Bulk and Skull were on the other team. Bye. Jason has a soft spot for kids, though. Although he's a ranger, he still kept up with his own life. What? Never mind. But not only that, he'll beat himself up over the slightest bit of failure. For years, he blamed himself for allowing Tommy to lose his Green Ranger powers. That continued all the way to Zeo. But meanwhile, in Green with Evil, Jason was the only Ranger who refused to give up when Rita and the Green Ranger seemed to have the upper hand. But overall, he'll do anything to lead the team and protect the world from evil. So, who do I think will win? I honestly think Jason will win. But it seems like Leonardo has some upper hand of winning. But I gotta go with Jason, the OG Red Ranger. Alright, so that's enough. Alright. So, see you guys with the reaction to that death battle. See ya.